People are saying it's a larger Raspberry Pi or expensive Raspberry Pi, but for me, I don't believe this is a Raspberry Pi, and it's not supposed to be one. It's actually an AI computer, so let's see if it works. So we can run large language models and give a full review. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Actually, the power adapter is bigger than it, so they may be right. If this can actually run a large language model, I'd be interested to see. Let's see. So I'm powered up in my test space. It looks like it has a UEFI interface, which is pretty good compared to this, which I'll do another review to, which is complete garbage. No one should buy this. So I'm trying to figure out. So I'll take some time to figure out how it works and how I can start testing. Okay, finally got it working. It came with bad instructions. So if you go to the website and look at the website, it's completely outdated. You have to upgrade it from a newer repo that they have that's not on the instructional page. So some guy has like a GitHub of how to do it before on the GitHub, and then now it works. Now I just need to start testing everything to see how it runs. So far so good. Let's see. Okay, great. It actually works. I had a lot of issues with like some other computers that they won't run bigger models like 70,000. You say 70 million B. Hey. So I was an error when I said that Jetson Nano could run a large language model that it can, but not like the 70B parameter. Can run like lower parameters. If you've seen the test, like 80B, it runs it quite quickly, which is pretty good. So one of the issues I found was the SSD, which is a nightmare. I spent better part of the day trying to transfer the boot from an SSD, NVMe, over the SSD, which I finally got running. See, no SSD, which is great. Runs a lot smoother. Runs like a pretty good computer. For 250, it's not bad. So if you look at the math, 1 terabyte hard drive, I'd say about $50. 250 is like $300 total. So I was doing some testing to see, hey, how fast it is. Is it faster than maybe my Mac Mini? And turns out it was actually faster than Mac Mini. So I downloaded the same language, large language, used the whole llama, and ran it on the, I forgot the name of this one was QWQ model, which is not really that large, and it's running pretty slow in both. So I ran this like 15 minutes ago. Really hasn't done much, but I started on the App Mini first. It's actually did a lot more. I don't know if I did spell errors or whatever, it doesn't matter, but it's actually running a lot faster than the actual Apple Mini. Also, I did some of the swap memory. For some of these larger models, they need a lot larger memory. And this one is 8 and the Apple is 16. So I increased the swap memory on the Jetson to, I say, like 50 gigabytes, which is not too bad. This means a lot, but who cares? For what I needed, it's actually working okay. 10B, something around that level. So with those, they run quite well. 3B, which is fine. And it runs quite smooth. There's not an issue I ran into with the SSD. Not SSD, the SD card. Really slow. I don't know why they thought to have it run from the SSD than making NVMe native. It should be just native, or we just install an NVMe and run it from the start. Took me better part of a day to figure out what was going on, this. I did a whole bunch of stuff, and I finally got it loaded on MDMV. There's a lot of tutorials out there, but I don't know if mine is the newer one is because the Jetson Nano Super or what, but I had a harder time, but I finally figured it out. So the fix was like 15 minutes, which took me a day, that's a story of your life when you're in the IT field, you know. Something that takes 15 minutes, usually takes a day, and then, oh my God, I just wasted a day for nothing. Overall, as a computer, I think it's relatively fast, so you're really not missing too much speed-wise. me see. But as I said, I don't know why what we use this for desktop, you know, it's not what it's built for. I don't know why this didn't connect. I have some restrictions on my network, but it's quite weird. But yeah, works well. For a long time, I gotta dig a little deeper and maybe like DDB and see if we can connect it to some of these interface like on the Raspberry Pi and see what I can get working. And also if we can make like some kind of automated system where it runs just directly from here. I'll keep you updated.